Welcome back, guys, to Cooking with Tea. Today we're going to use these beautiful portobello mushrooms as our meat. We're going to prepare them in this cast iron skillet that's already heating up. We have our pot of water for our side. I'm adding some oil to this already preheated cast iron skillet. I used olive oil, but you can use whatever you want to use. It doesn't matter. You see that I have barely used it, just enough to cover the pan, because you don't want mushrooms will absorb that grease. You don't want it to be greasy, as well as this water amount. You don't want it to overtake the side. This is how much cornmeal I chose to use, the buttermilk style. Right there. I put it in this measurer and added the same amount of flour to that. Added some salt, some onion powder, and some parsley flakes. Mixed all that together. And opened up these mushrooms, washed them off, and poured that flour right over there. Everything had been washed off, so it's pretty clean. It's clean enough to use for a tray. And here they are, frying in that very low grease. And now you can take this water that you prepared for your mashed potatoes, add milk to it of your choice. Here's your salt. Not too much. I added some parsley to that. That was my choice. You can add chives or any other thing you like. We're going to add some adobo seasoning to that. That's onion powder. And we're going to boil that on up together and add our amazing mashed potatoes. This is the brand that I chose to use, Hungry Jack. You can use whatever you like. That's boiling up. While that's boiling, we see these amazing mushrooms I've just turned over. Going back to check that pot that's boiled up enough for me to add these mashed potatoes to it, getting all my ingredients off the sides of the pot and lowering that heat level down before I choose to add the potatoes. Now I'm going to add those potatoes, and I add them very slowly. And this is my milk of choice, almond milk I used. I also added a teaspoon of butter. I whipped all that together, and this is the result of the mushrooms and the consistency of those mashed potatoes is on point. Now we're going to make this amazing sauce, starting with our mayo, mustard combo. We add Worcestershire sauce to that to change the color to a little saucy sauce. We mix that together, and then we add this garlic basil vinaigrette to give it a little bit of a twang. This is the dip we're going to use for those fried mushrooms, as those are my meat. I took that sauce and smeared it on the side, put the side of the mashed potatoes beside these amazing mushrooms, and look how it all came together. Good.